So yesterday's video kind of got me thinking. Perhaps I was quick to judge. You have to have a product to have a business. So, after a fairly short amount of research, I looked up Ice Poseidon's product. Right? Maybe I can help the guy out. If he's actually got a product of some sort, then we can go, hey, you know, he's actually got a product. Right? This is what I found. Amazing. Who wouldn't want to be involved in this business venture? Right?
Yes.
So, I was like, coming soon, alright. So either all of the money from the investment is going into development, or all of the money from the investments is going into production. And it seems as though there's a lot of things kind of happening all at once. Investors buying in this coming soon site, and ICE is doing this this mansion thing. He's renting a mansion. Apparently, it's costing him a pretty penny to do so, and he's renting it with all these other guys. They've got their own little streaming house. Apparently, Ice Poseidon looked at Jake and Logan Paul and thought to himself, I want to be a Paul brother. Which is kind of weird, because I also found out that his actual name is Paul. So we would have Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and now Paul Paul. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the investment's for exactly. I wasn't able to track down any investors. Apparently, that's being kept a very tight secret. I do have a business relationship and a kind of personal relationship with somebody who was approached to be an investor. But this was apparently in kind of a feeling out stage of it. I don't know. I think that the person that I know, who it's not going to take you guys very much time to figure it out, but nevertheless, the person that I know that was approached to be involved in this, they had told me that they had kind of surprised Ice Poseidon with their business acumen, and nothing really came of it. Now, I've been in this situation before. I tried to buy a business with a friend of mine. He wasn't really severely business savvy, didn't really know a whole lot of what was going on. I went through a crash course to try and, you know, figure out how best to do this feeling out process when we went to go and look at the company with this guy. And I was asking a lot of business questions. I wanted to see the books for the past couple of years. I wanted to know what the business was making, blah, blah, blah. Try and, you know, ascertain if the business was really worth what he was selling it for. And he didn't have those. And I was kind of like, well, that's odd. You're trying to sell a retail business, and you don't have the books accessible. What the fuck are we doing here? Why are we just looking at the store? You are fucking around and playing golf here, right? So, nothing came of that. And the friend that I was trying to purchase the business with, he was invited back by the owner, but I was not. Even though I was the business partner. I was the one doing most of the talking. I was the one doing all the business. And yet, I was the one not invited back to talk about purchasing the business. So, that's how you can tell a fucking scammer, right? They don't want to deal with people that actually know what they're doing business-wise. So, you know, I don't know. Again, this is all just my looking at events, how they're playing out, and kind of asking the questions. Do the investors know that they're investing in a mansion for you guys to do this with? You know, you're talking about, well, the investors will get paid out whenever we sell the business. You can't sell a rented mansion, so there's nothing there. All you can sell is this site. You're not going to blow up this site based off of a mansion full of streamers. Like, that's not going to become the next big thing. That's not going to make millions of dollars. Period. End of sentence. It's being done currently 2 times over that I know of, and I'm sure dozens of times that I have no fucking clue about. I didn't know about this motherfucker until like 6 months ago, and every time he was brought up to me, I said, "Who is that?" Because I don't know who the fuck he is. See, I don't. Fuck it, whatever. Anyways, who gives a shit? We're moving on. So I decided, for whatever reason, much to my chagrin, to actually look into the man. Ice Poseidon, the man. To see if, you know, if he is actually a reputable person in any way. And I found out that he is not a reputable person in any way. Please observe.
His fans have been threatening me all day. I have been getting threats like this one, where this guy says, yo, scumbag, we got you. Jupiter police gonna Jupiter, right? Because I live in Jupiter, Florida. Police are gonna track your ass down, and guess what? Ha, we got you. Thanks a lot letting us know who you were. And Google is all over your IP address. You're dead moose meat. And after they disclose who you are, I'm gonna send my boys to come see you.
I don't know who that guy is. I don't care. If you're going to tell me who that guy is as some sort of way of defending Ice Poseidon's position or whatever, I don't care. And normally, I would say also that I don't care what the fans do. It isn't Ice Poseidon's fault that he has crazy fucking fans, right? It isn't Ice Poseidon's fault that they're going after somebody who Ice Poseidon isn't getting along with. The crazy fucking fans. I've said for a very long time, one of the big problems is you, the audience. Not all of you, just those of you like that. So why would I even bring this up? What could there possibly be that would make Ice Poseidon culpable in that sort of thing?
If somebody tells me where DJ lives, I'm gonna take care of him.
I don't know who DJ is. I don't know if that's the guy from the earlier fucking clip. But nevertheless, that sets a precedent. That's you leading your little army around. That's you giving them ideas. That's you saying this sort of behavior is okay. That's you being a piece of shit. Let's see more piece of shit stuff.
What do you see?
It's obviously a drawing of a bottle of Jägermeister.
I want you to take this Sharpie, and I want you to exit out.
To exit out?
Yeah.
Like Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Or... okay.
That's progress.
No. Well, I guess... yeah. No Jaeger. There you go.
Hey. So Jaeger is not tempting.
Amazing. The first step in the 12-step program, check that shit right off the list, right? Why are we watching this? Why is this more scumfuck shit? I mean, sure, they're doing an intervention on stream, I guess. They're performing an intervention. By that I mean performing. You know, what's so wrong with that? They're trying to help this guy. Well, first of all, I always hated the show intervention because I figured that kind of shit, if you're filming it, you're kind of a piece of shit. Why the fuck are you filming somebody's misery? Why in the fuck are you filming somebody trying to get help? Or people trying to help somebody? Why does that need to be televised? I understand the teaching aspect of it, but you know what? Why does the practice then need to be televised? You want to teach people how to give an intervention, teach people how to give an intervention. Don't fucking show other people's intervention. That's kind of fucked up. Why is this something that matters?
Alright, that's progress. That's a little progress right there.
Holy shit. Is that KeemStar? With Ice? In the mansion? Is KeemStar trying to be a butler? And believe me, I'm not even gonna go into that shit. That fucking rabbit hole is so deep and full of shit, I don't even want to bother. Let's just say the whole butler thing, in and of itself, kind of makes him a worthless piece of shit. I'm just saying, he's a fucking prick. But there's Keem. Right? Now, other things that I had questions of are starting to make a lot of sense. Why would Keem be defending Ice's Ponzi scheme, alleged Ponzi scheme? Why oh why? Perhaps he's invested in some way. I don't know if he's an investor. That's very hush-hush. But nevertheless, he's there. Apparently he's some sort of performer in this, or at least a guest star. Right? So that could be an investment. Maybe he's buddies with these guys. Maybe he's looking to get in on it. Maybe he's looking to promote it. I don't know. But clearly he's involved. So let's see where it goes from here.
Don't, like, obviously, like, no. Yeah, Jaeger bad.
Blade. The Jaeger is disgusting, and it will kill you. So we must... Hyphonics, please, smash it.
This?
Blade, we love you.
This is a cup
You got
of
this.
Red Bull.
Smash it.
Smash what?
The cup.
By hitting it.
It will... What? Or Blade, you smash it. Symbolize a new
Because
life.
you crossing this out is already a step right there.
See what I mean by we're performing an intervention?
Blade, I want you to stand on that couch, and I want you to belly flop on that.
Drop the bomb. Right here.
Red Bull has been lying to you, saying it's giving you wings. For how long? And it's really been giving you liver cancer. Fucking
Can you turn off the TTS?
Slam that mother.
I do love that in the middle of Keem's big fucking whatever the fuck he's doing, his little evangelical fucking. I love that somebody fucking throws up a thing saying, "Please turn this shit off." Like, goddamn, that makes me laugh.
Fucker, right now, say no to the Jaeger. Say no to the Red Bull. Cast this out of your life.
You've been healed, my brother.
You must be higher than me right now to think that if I'm going to do that.
Higher than him right now? What the fuck kind of intervention is this? We just trying to get him to stop drinking? Because you don't like get somebody to stop drinking, yet they still keep doing drugs. It isn't the alcohol that's the problem. It's the addiction. This is why morons shouldn't be doing what professionals are better meant to do.
We need to get... Hey, Blade, you should come in here before the shrooms kick in. And everyone else just like...
Is it kicked in?
Don't need a chest rake.
No.
It's kicked in.
Oh shit, is it?
It's kicked in.
Hey, Blade, come here.
Oh boy.
Take a seat.
So this is kind of like a party thing. It's not really an intervention. We're performing an intervention and kind of having a party. Yeah, this is gonna help.
Let's reprogram. What's the point of the trip?
Of the trip?
Yeah.
To figure it out. To have a better health and mindset, and I'm really fucking high right now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That kicked in very quick.
Yeah.
Taking mind-altering substances to make you see or think clearer, that's called addiction.
Well, it was a lot. It was the exact dose that you actually requested.
Thank you, sir.
That was the exact dose that you requested. And then he says, "Thank you, sir." Did Keem just admit to giving this guy shrooms? I wonder how much.
You said 2/8, right?
Yeah, he said a quarter.
There's a certain degree of stupidity you hit when you're admitting to crimes on stream that I just can't fucking fathom. I don't understand. They must all be on drugs. But why on God's green earth would an intervention be deemed so necessary that even these fuckwads are going to try and do one? What could have possibly happened to make even these terribly irresponsible people at least try and make a show of being responsible? I'm going to read this for you. It says, SJC ignored me and walked out. The screenshot is from Jew Mob stream. He just left his friend on the floor. Then in Discord, PD Plastic laughed at the screenshot in Discord. Just so anyone who wants to join knows what to act like to be in but not living in a mansion. PD Plastic responds, "We always check on Blade. And if you check Blade's stream, you can see that I said I wasn't feeling well, I'm going to bed, but I asked the butler to watch him." The butlers being, in my personal opinion, the absolute most irresponsible of all of them. But nevertheless, what you're looking at here in this picture is a picture of the gentleman that they were giving the intervention to. Now you can see that the light is pretty well even. You can see that his stomach is normal human flesh tone. You can see that his hand is a little bit not quite normal human flesh tone. And you can see that his arms and his face are a very dark color. Now either they painted this man in his sleep or he's turning blue. A lot of people are saying he's turning blue. That means he's dying. Live on stream. This is what pisses me off the most about this shit. The utter disregard for human life when it might interfere with making money. This I despise people for. This people are worth despising over. How in the fuck this is not being reported everywhere on every channel that handles all this kind of dumb shit, I don't know. Apparently, I'm one of the only ones talking about it. Again, I don't know. Obviously, I don't deal with watching this kind of nonsense because this kind of shit isn't something that interests me. But what does interest me is when people's lives are hanging in the balance. When somebody almost dies on the floor in a stream and hey, let's perform an intervention for him wherein we will get him a fucking 1/8 of shrooms, a quarter of shrooms, sorry, 2/8, so that we can get him in a better state of mind so that we can try and rationalize with him that maybe addiction is a problem. You know what I think is a problem? Ice Poseidon, KeemStar, this whole mansion situation, the whole fucking thing is a problem. And sooner or later, somebody might just pay the ultimate price for this. And I find that very fucking sad.